James Ernest of the Grueling Truth Radio Network here with Matt Triplett. He's going to be in a huge bull riding event next week in Las Vegas, part of the Built for Tough PBR, currently rated 7th in the world. So tell us about that event coming up in Vegas.
Yeah, it's one of our major events. We only have 4 each year, and we get more points. So basically, it's an opportunity for guys that are lower in the pack, like myself, that's 7th in the world, to maybe bounce up and get in the top 5, maybe get into first or second, to give us opportunity to get more points.
So you would say this would be like kind of like the equivalent of a playoff, or because I don't want to say Super Bowl. Yeah.
I would say it'd be equivalent to that, because they bring the best bulls in the world, and they make it as like a bracket type deal. Basically, you stay on, you move on. So I basically, that'd be the best way to explain it. It'd be like going to a playoff game in the NBA.
Excellent. Did you ever mutton bust?
No, I never did that. I got on my first year when I was 8 or 9, and that's kind of how I started out.
So, I'm learning about bull riding. I haven't got there yet. So, some of the terms I'm still trying to figure out. I try to figure out what's a 15-15? 15-15
bucking battle is where we have a select few in each city, and it's where the top 15 bull riders at that time in the world, they go against the top 15 bulls in the area that are in, basically the world, at the time, and it basically gives us an opportunity to get some more points, just to, kind of like a bonus round.
Nice. So like an all-star game, kind of.
Yeah, and it happens usually after the long round, so it's at each event, and they just throw in a little bonus curveball event for the crowd and the fans to kind of, tune them back in, and they really enjoy it because you get to watch like the best bulls like Pearl Harbor, Asteroid, Airtime, Brutus, all the top-ranked bulls in the world.
So I'm guessing Last Cowboy just means who can last the longest, or what's that?
Yeah, how that breaks down is the first day you get on, you move on. So it's just a simple deal like that. You keep on riding, you keep on moving on, and the guy who stays on the most amount of bulls wins. But don't let it make it sound like a duty. Each round the bulls get harder and harder. So it's every round you move on to, you're getting on a better bull.
Excellent. And then the last one I'm trying to figure out is the BFTS. Is that just the Bill Ford Truck Series?
Yeah, that's just what each event stands for. It's one of our biggest sponsors. So, yeah, that's just Bill Ford Truck Series.
Excellent. Let's see. So what countries have you rode in besides the United States?
Australia and Canada.
Nice. Yeah, I was going to say, I hear bull riding's getting pretty big over there in Australia.
It is. The events, after the World Finals, I went down there this year, and every event I went to is sold out, and packed crowd is a really good time. They treated us good down there. Bulls are, they're getting a lot better, so it was fun to go down to.
So was it in 2011 when you won your first event, 2012 when you got your first 90 points, or just recently in 2014 when you finished 3rd overall, where you felt like you really made it in the series?
When I got 3rd in the world, that's when I really felt that I made it, and I was comfortable, and I could stay here for quite a little while.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're still pretty young, aren't you? What, 25?
25, yeah. I still got 6-7 years left in me, so.
Nice. So, who was the best bull you've rode so far?
The best bull that I've ever rode, I'd have to go. Oh, there's so many good ones nowadays, it's so hard to narrow it down to one. But I'll just go with my best score, so it's been walk-off in 2013.
Yeah, I was going to say on the bright side, because normally I ask about the other competitors and all, and, sometimes people are hesitant to answer because they're afraid they're going to hurt the other competitors' feelings. I'm pretty confident the bulls don't listen to my show.
No, and that's what's so cool about our sport and this industry is the bulls nowadays, they're athletes as well, and they're breeding them to be better and better, so these bulls actually enjoy and love what they do. So a lot of people that are into the PBR, they're some are just really fans of the bulls because they just love and, you know, really look into their lives, and stock contractors do a good job to promote their bulls, and these bulls are just awesome animal athletes, and it's pretty fun to watch.
Would you think comparison to the recent event, Kentucky Derby, would be very similar, where, you know, shoot, like you said, the bulls, just like the horses sometimes, are as well-known names as the jockeys, or in your case, the riders?
You know, it's getting that way, just because of the fact that they're putting so much into the science into breeding bulls. They're you know, mixing and matching cows with different bulls that have proven themselves, and then also cows that have proven themselves. So they're mixing things. They're getting to be better. They're getting to be more showy. They're getting to be big names. I mean, some of the bulls have been on covers of magazines, and people just love these animal athletes, and it's pretty cool.
And the way I understand it, the bull actually does play an important part in the scoring. Like, they can get up to 50 points, and you can get up to 50 points?
Yeah, so we have 4 judges. They score 1 to 25 on, it's 1 to 50, but 2 score on the bulls and 2 score on the riders. So yeah, it's 1 to 25 for each judge on how well the bull bucks and kicks, and how fast he spins, and all what the bull does. And then it's 1 to 50 on how well we ride them. If we are perfect position every time and sprint on them a little bit, we'll get more points. So the bulls, that's why I said they're athletes, because our score depends on how well they perform as well.
Exactly. So you could go out there, ride perfect, you know, shoot, but if the bull doesn't do his thing, then you can't get one of those 90s that everybody's going for.
Exactly. And then we also, you know, if the bull doesn't perform to the best of its ability that day, they'll give us a reride, so we'll have another bull we can get on, so we can at least have an opportunity or a chance to make it you know, a successful weekend for ourselves, so we can win money. So they give us an opportunity to get on one that will perform that weekend.
Excellent. I was going to say that's good to hear, because yeah, that would stink if the bull's just not in the mood that day. You know, they go, right. Oh yeah, you know.
Yeah, no, it makes it nice that that's in the rules that we can get a reride when they don't perform.
So how big of a setback was 2016 for you?
Yeah, that was a rough year. I just came off the finals from, you know, I finished 5th in the world, so was feeling pretty good. And then, you know, at the finals, the last bull I got on, I had to get elbow surgery, and I was out 6 months, and that was hard enough in itself. And I had to go through a lot of therapy, and, you know, it took a lot out of me to get ready. And so I came back and had only 3 events I got to go to, and you know, that was rough. That I had to get shoulder surgery after that. Did another 6 months.
What was rehab?
You know,
sorry.
What's that?
I was going to say, what was rehab like with that injury?
It was really not fun at all. The elbow was terrible, because right after surgery they have to go to working on it, because you have so much going on in your elbow with you moving it every day. They had to start yanking on it. It kind of sucked.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just one of those things that you don't really think about how often it's used until you can't use it, I would guess.
Yeah, it was probably the more painful thing I've ever been through.
So with some of the other bull riders that I've had on, because I had Bonner Bolton, and then I had another fella, and they, of course, have dancing in their the background. How about you? Any type of dancing you got going on there?
You know, that's been pretty fun to watch. I've enjoyed it. I actually got to go down there last week and hang out with them a little bit, and it seems like he's doing good, and it's cool to see him feeling better. But yeah, it seems like it'd be a fun thing to do for sure.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I was going to say, and shoot, and of course, you're used to dancing with a partner. Obviously, his new partner is a lot cuter than the ones, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, 2,000-pound bull, cute redhead. Not a tough call there on that one, which one I'm going for. And then the other fellow I interviewed was one of the Native American riders, or he has Native American in his ancestry, and he does some type of dance after one of the events, unfortunately.
Texan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, so he was quite interesting as well. So, definitely glad to have you guys on the show. Let's see.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Hey, it's my pleasure, Matt. What do you do when you aren't riding? Do you constantly training, or do you do other fun stuff?
Yeah, I train, go hiking, do a lot of fishing and stuff in the summer. Just kind of got a lawnmower deal, so it's been cutting some lawns for something to do during the week.
So, any season predictions? Who do you think is going to be the bull of the year? Who do you think is going to be the rookie of the year? That kind of thing. Obviously, you're not going to root against yourself for the champion, but what's your thoughts on the rest of the season? How it's playing out?
Well, it's been a fun season. It's really been exciting. It's just all it comes down to is the finals, the last day. It's hard to predict who's going to win it because you could get on a hot streak, and anybody can, because we're all the top 35 in the world, so we all deserve to be there. So it just comes down to that guy who's going to, be determined and stay focused and just put the hammer down and go to work. So, I mean, really there's an opportunity for the top 10 right now, top 15. So I'm going to say myself. But just like I said, we're all the best in the world, so you can't really predict anybody's ball game until the last day. But Bulls-wise, there's a lot of good ones. Bruiser's coming back looking really well. Pearl Harbor's looking, he's looking good. I don't know what else is there. There's a handful of Bulls that, that are looking really well. It's just kind of hard to narrow it down right now. So it does come down to who's gonna show off at the finals.
So any friends or family or sponsors that you would like to thank?
Yeah, my mom and dad, they always support me, and all my buddies too, and all my sponsors, they've been behind me great, and I just want to thank the PBR as well for giving us the opportunity to be able to do all the things we get to do.
Excellent. Give us one more little summary of Vegas and what it's going to be like and why people should attend.
Yeah, Vegas is one of our major events, so a lot of guys ride really well at them. You're going to see the best bulls in the world. It's like going to a rock concert with fireworks and the whole 9 yards. And you get to watch the Rankist Bulls go against Rankist Riders. You don't want to miss it.
Excellent. Sounds like that's going to be awesome.